and we'll be right off and ready to go. And yeah, there's not going to be much else. My score's reset, so we'll just get right into the run as we see. You know what? I also forgot to do a thing, but we'll deal with that later as we get into Zektas, medical history, character exclusive, random item, Toshiaki. And boy, it's felt like a bit since I've gotten Toshiaki, but you know what I also forgot? The scoreboard. So, I mean, yeah, I'm reset, but I need to actually pull it up so that when I finish a run, depending on what happens, I have it ready. So, let me get that really quickly. And, okay, we got it now, and I'm good to go. So, without further ado, I hope everyone's been doing well, because this place has been full of spaghettis that I'm doing a thing in. But knowledge, dexterity, Takushi-san, strength, charisma, every single stat check, light check, and then some other stuff. So let me move on, and so we'll see what happens. Illegal Den, I think by now I've done Army Knife. I've done a few off recording stream runs, and some of them have been Toshiaki, and I think I'm just gonna stick with the Army Knife for now. If nothing else, it's lucky for me to do. But as we're in Zektas, yeah, we're definitely gonna try to do our best to keep our doom spending to a minimum. Again, yeah, I want a weapon, but knowing that we're on Zektas, it's still probably gonna be the Army Knife. We'll see though. Botanist, Sailors, Arms, Painting, Metamorphosis. So we die in 42% Doom. The question is if we're gonna reach that. So nonetheless, you still want the book strap, and you still want books if possible, but a weapon, because I'll probably likely spend more Doom resting than I will. What am I trying to say? Buying a thing. Not being said, if I don't get the thing, a 5 damage meat cleaver will do. And away we go. If we get our strength and charisma up by 1, then yes, I no longer need to worry about 42%. But nonetheless, it's gonna be a very, very tight threshold, because if I get hunger, if I get frostbite, I'm just dead. But if I get hunger, I'm also dead. So yeah, at this point we are, because my Doom is already high enough. I would have liked to have gotten lucky. I could have sold a medical kit as well, but certain things like a broken bone would end me. So a medical kit is good to keep. That way I'm not spending Doom anyway. There's a delicate balance. Also, I forgot to use the police station, but it's fine. So, yeah, we're dealing with the 1 strength, 1 charisma already, and we hope for the best, but I think we're at a maxed out level forest, and I've only done this to myself. I am, and we have Botanist as well. So he could just end up dying right here, is what I'm trying to say, without even using the monument. But we'll see. Again, this is not a... You normally, yes, you would be doing something like this, but at times you may get a weapon, and that is nice. But yeah, otherwise you get things like this, and it's not nice. So we got to use this medical kit. I'm not going to risk any dexterity shenanigans. And if we somehow get to level up before the end of the mystery here, again, we could just end up dying immediately. We're at a score of 0, that's why I don't care as much, but obviously I should try to survive every run if possible. That's not always possible, though, so we'll see. Can't run either. We die if we end up doing that. To 0 statting, because Botanist is going to give us that extra one. Broken Knight, thanks for the broken nose, by the way. Don't appreciate it, but at least we get lucky there, somewhat. That's a minor injury too, I think. Yeah, so might as well. We have the bandage. We can use it. If I would actually like to run into out of funds, but if that doesn't happen, we at least get to lower Doom at the end of the mystery here. It's just that our Doom is also very, very high right now. So yeah, actually, in all seriousness, on a Zektas run with Toshiaki, this is what you're normally going to run away with. So it's interesting to me to play around, but at times it can be difficult. In fact, you could go half and half. You could go for buy a weapon. You could also work with kicks until you can hope to pick up a weapon somewhere. But either way, you are dealing with some amount of RNG. The question is, would you rather go through events and enemies without a weapon, or would you rather fight enemies with a weapon, but hopefully and really hope to not get throttled by events due to your lowered stats, because you will, theoretically speaking, you will be failing every one. Now that being said, as we take arms now. My luck is bad anyway, that's why I don't mind buying a weapon. Also, I should be, yeah, so we're definitely going to visit the monument now, because that's just not feasible, and I'm even going to sell this empty bottle, if it sells for anything. We're gonna visit it again. Yeah, I didn't prepare any tea. And unfortunately, we don't have the funds, so we're living on borrowed time. Now, there is a Doom decreasing event here, but there are also Doom increasing events, so we're hoping for the best. That said, a Thought Flash would immediately help. So, even though the game is, yes, indeed, pretty much disrespecting me to my face, we can still take measures to do our best. Now, to some people, this is not the most exciting gameplay, but you do have to know what you're doing with Toshiaki, so... which is more than I can say for myself RNG-wise, because with RNG involved, yeah, some characters just don't work as... It's Ayaka. It's Ayaka. I'm talking about Ayaka. I would like to trade stamina for reason here. No, because if I end up fighting the boss, we're dead. That being said, I would like to reroll here as well, but that's not happening either. And yeah, we're not going to do either. We're actually going to take the knowledge. Neither of those spells are going to help me with the Doom threshold I'm at. So that's why we're not doing it. There, I might have died there, so I'm not going to do that either. And I guess it's a good thing I didn't visit the police station. Funny enough, we have Metamorphosis next, so it's not like I really need to police station, although they force... Well, yeah, it'll save Doom. What am I talking about? I should visit the police station. But while we're in Timeline B here, let's deal with Timeline B things. So what do I want to do here today? 33 power... and a whole lot of wishing. Yeah, I guess we just swing really hard here. I don't want to, but... let's see, this is 15? Yeah, this is 15 damage. Possibly 16 if I do this. This is 11 plus... This actually might be more. Let me see here. 5 plus 11. Well, it's near the same, but obviously an extra point would help if this is indeed 17. Which for some reason I don't think it is. So I'm actually well, this is actually guaranteed. What am I talking about? I'm just gonna do this first then. Yeah, it is 16 damage. This would have gotten us also 16 damage, but the kick isn't guaranteed. So, without further ado, we're gonna roll the dice. I should hit at least one of these. If I don't, sadness. Okay, good. We're now badly bleeding. That's not much appreciated, but what can I say? Things happen. I don't think I can fit it strong, so I should be able to just do this. Do I dare investigate with badly bleeding? It's happened. It's possible to go through without dealing with problems. I should have actually taken experience now that I think about it, but do I believe in myself? I might as well do Forest here. The handcuffs would also help. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Hopefully the painkillers sell for something, because if they don't, that badly bleeding is going to persist, and that would not be great. A discharge summary would have been nice as well, but as long as that haste aid doesn't turn into anything tragic, we should be fine. So, 97 HP. Now, this isn't great either way, but consider, yeah, so medical history on top of the hasty aid was what I was going to talk about, but those aren't the worst things in the world, so can't use spells and can't run. I wasn't planning to run because my Doom is high, and I wasn't planning to do a thing. Now, I will still spend Doom there, but yeah, no spells is also not bad either. Both of those are not bad. Can't run, no spells. Well, yeah, actually no spells. I'm thinking of Curse Signs, but then, yeah, we actually just can't cast any spells. Haha, joke's on you, I have no funds. A Doom Decrease here would be nice, a Rumu Ghost would be tragic, and Frostbite would be tragic, but thankfully that didn't happen, so instead we're gonna trade Reason for Stamina. The reverse would have been very bad. And a knowledge check there would have been nice, but no. My goodness, my mic. Yeah, so we're gonna find out what happens here. It's probably not gonna be good either way, but I can push this to about 2 to 3 hits. So yeah, we'll find out. Music, no. There's the broken nose. Not that I was planning to rest regardless, but did I miss an attack, by the way? Why do I feel like he has less HP, or more HP than I thought? Well, I guess, oh, because my kicks only, my kicks only do 2 damage. Well, that's gonna be interesting. So, if I hit this, we might be good. The problem is we have to hit this, but we have to go for it. You know, sometimes I just hope that when I see other people getting lucky, I just hope that I can get lucky myself. But with that done and out of the air, yeah, we're in, we gotta go for dodge. And it's not even guaranteed, so 65-50%. Unless I decide to throw the meat cleaver, but I ain't doing that. But there's nothing else I can really do, so... You know, funny enough, that extra damage... No, because then I would have spent the doom. I'm trying to think of what I do. What I would have done. But that's more... What am I trying to say? Anyway, let's do it. There's no other choice. Okay, well, we did dodge. So that brings up the next question. Can I do this? No. Wow. You know what? For the sake of survival, we are going to throw this meat cleaver and do this. I'm not going to take... Oh, never mind. That's right. We don't get bonus damage. Well, at least I would have been able to survive if I tried dodging. I didn't try that, but our score was at 0 anyway. That's why I didn't really mind. That's right. I was thinking of the last encounter in which we got bonus damage. We did not, due to the meat cleaver anyway, but at Exquisite Taste character-specific Moriko, and yeah, now, definitely, I will say, even though that Toshiaki is, in my opinion, the best character, Moriko is still more consistent, in my opinion, if we're looking at, you know, if old gods and or game backgrounds are a bit more weighty in terms of how they affect your gameplay. Strength, knowledge, dexterity, maybe every single stat check. Takushi-san, last but light check in the middle. So theoretically speaking, we shouldn't need the thingy-majiggy. We shouldn't need the monument because we're so good. Although monument is a very safe pick. That's actually more consistent. I don't know why I doubted myself, but or why I just said otherwise. But we'll move forward. I personally like Illegal Dead better, but we didn't get rewards, so it didn't pay off. Mermaid's Bulletin. That being said, we have Scissors and Recluse, so our doom isn't going to rise very high anyway. We are out of town for about 3 of the 5 mysteries, though. But instead, let's do Bulletin first, because if we get roads closed, just forget the fact that we have Recluse and or Scissors anyway. That being said, we also have a max threat level school, so we can police station the school. The patrols here will help Doom. Anywho, we'll move on. So, Exquisite Taste, Ath. So, not really the most difficult run, but could still be in for a lot of pain, depending on how, which one, Recluse turns out. Because, yeah, this is not nice. I have to get rid of it, though. I would like more reason. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna still be losing a lot of reason. Still, though, let's not get complacent. Nice 11 roll on Charisma, by the way, game. I see you're looking out for me. But yeah, if things go well here like that, then I don't have to feel as bad. Also, yes, we do. While we do have 3 village investigations right now, I should have switched from the village to the... Or I should have started at the school and switched to the village, but it's fine for the moment. We're Moriko, and we have Scissors and Recluse. That's what I'm banking on. Now, I need the game to actually roll well for me here, because I'm going to take a chance and just go in. If we die to reason... I mean... What do you want from me? Sorry, stamina. I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm already going crazy. Hey, had to do a lot of stuff before the stream. That's not a real excuse, but we'll do our best to survive while we're here. Oh my goodness. I thought that was I thought I was at the last investigation. That's how out of it I am right now. Yeah, so if you didn't hear before, yeah, I am having problems with the internet in my area. I don't know if it's the area, if it's me, if it's someone else, but we're having problems. So, yeah, for the next week afterward, there might still be problems. Although streaming here, I mean, I haven't felt any problems, but you know, if it affects the stream at all, I'll know immediately. But as it pertains to whether or not I can get things done, yes. Whether it's the optimal experience, no. I have seen some stuttering here and there and complaints by OBS, so yeah, while we can take stamina damage here, we can't take too much stamina damage. Did I not fill this bottle of water? Anywho. We'll move on. Again, if you look at the overall Doom... Actually, no, that's not true. I was going to say, with that event where you check the door and lose 3 Doom, I was going to say that equals pretty much the same amount of Doom for investigating locations, but then there's this event that decreases Doom, so... I will immediately resign or rewind or take back the words I said, because it's not true. Now, what is true is that if we lose more reason, we could end up dying, but usually in Recluse, about every single event, you have control over. The only one you don't really have control over is I think the bathroom event, but anywho, while we're here. If that one is the one where you lose reason. I know there's one where you can lose reason, and it is pretty much RNG, but while we're here and pretty much ulti, while 6 reason isn't the best amount of HP to lose, it's certainly, I mean, considering the positives, ever since I've been complaining, we did get roads closed, by the way. After the complaining I did at the very beginning of when we got Recluse 1.0, it's all fine. Now, this ammo stash, on the other hand, is not the best, but we'll make do with what we've got. It is bonus damage I can throw at enemies, essentially, so I do appreciate it. But whether or not we'll actually need it, as we get into scissors here, is a whole different issue. Do you have a curse, by the way? No, I got rid of the only curse I had. You know, that being said, on a kind of tangent, even though it's related to World of Horror, if there are more curse effects that come out that can be discarded or thrown away, but they have a cost, that would be fine. Also, no boss, we're on timeline B. But yeah, if we had more curses that we could throw away, but they cost something, that's a bit more balanced, in my opinion. Whereas injuries, you can treat yourself, but essentially they cost Doom. Curses can cost anything else, so that's fine. Heck, if you want to be creative, you can make curses that remove inventory space or spell slots, but, you know. Well, I like Costume B Moriko more, so you're gonna have to fight me on that. But in the meanwhile, Demon Mask, and let's pick up the handcuffs again. So, bow 4 claps, and we'll move on. I will sometimes be a Doomer, but otherwise I normally wear Costume B as Moriko. That, period. There's nothing much more to say. Do I want to brace here? Huh. Yeah, I do. I could try to shoot this encounter, but I feel like I'm gonna fight something else, so I'm just gonna... Nah... I think we get out if we do this. This should be at least 13 damage. Which it is. Which reminds me, speaking of Doom, even though this... I don't know how this selective listings myself into the next thing, and we did run into a second enemy, so this is the one I want to shoot. But... People are on that trail to dawn, and yeah, it's an interesting experience, like any other expansive piece of content. As we run to a third enemy here, that's quite unfortunate. But I'm actually going to throw the wooden bat here because I don't want to lose too much Doom if possible. But yeah, people are forgetting the code of, hey, I'm queuing in with people, and boy, sometimes that doesn't turn out well. I've made the same mistakes myself. Can I hit a 65%, by the way? Thank you. But boy, is it... I mean, it's just as bad in this expansion as it was in previous expansions. From what I actually see, because I do have people around me that play that game. So, yeah, when you're pugging up, just pre-prepare for anything. You could get the absolute sweatiest, or you could get the absolute, hey, it's a new person, so you don't know what they're doing. Bow, clap, clap, bow, clap, by the way. But overall, in general, people are having fun with it. So, let us move on. I see that, was it that one? I think it was that one. Was it? No. I did say, I was gonna say, so you read the fanfic, but at the same time, no, because it was with the statuette. And if you don't know what that means, you're not gonna get any context. I'm not going to explain any further. Maybe someone else will, but you won't be hearing it from me. Anywho, let's go reason here and move on with life. So 31% Doom. Do I want to go into painting? No, I don't. But mermaids as well. Fine. We can still run away. Yeah, we can still run away. We're on Ath. The issue is going to be events. And yes, I'm coughing. No, I didn't bring any tea. Hey, as it turns out, tea is helping my condition, but only so much. We'll trade off funds here, by the way. Although in the end, it really does depend on what we run into. But when Ath decides to look at my face, I mean, yeah, it's nice that we have the extra Doom to spare. Anywho. Yeah, I got Metamorphosis on Toshiaki, so that wasn't great. I also failed to do math. That was a me thing, but still. Actually hitting one, I feel like I missed a kick. If I didn't, I mean, feel free to let me know, but the RNG there wasn't great, but it also wasn't that bad either. I mean, Toshiaki is Toshiaki, so, and by that I mean he's a very good character when you know what you're doing, but RNG can still be bad. It's just that, yes, I shouldn't have died there, but at the same time, issues. We can't shoot this, because then I won't be running into anything else unless I run to the Glitch Magician again. But again, I have the Doom, so it's not so bad. We do get a mask here. I don't think it's really going to matter. Kendall Helmet, yeah. Demon Mask is arguably better in most veterans' opinion, from my observations, because of the damage increase. But, you know, if you don't like it, then so be it. The damage increase is quite important, though. If I wanted to sell things, sure, but I don't particularly need anything at the moment. In fact, I could fight this Mad Janitor if I want to. All this for an Ath run, by the way, which, you know, isn't the greatest, but we are doing a Nuzlocke challenge here, so yeah, moving on. So we'll take 2 all. I could shoot this if I want to, but I think it's better if I go for this. 97-77. I mean, okay, good. So yeah, that does off-balance the bad luck I've run into, but if it results in a run being losing, or I just lost my words because I saw a 12+1 roll, but you know what? Fair enough. Charisma 1. Okay, so it's doing, the RNG is doing what it does. In the meanwhile, though, we'll do this. You know what? I might as well check the History Club just in case there's a spell. There's nothing, but actually invisibility could pay itself off, but I would have needed it at the beginning of the run. And it is still based on RNG. If you succeed all your checks, then invisibility is going to do less for a high to mid-threat level location, but anywho. We'll move on here. We have a 6 stamina threshold in the lighthouse. We continue to lose reason, and I'm going to rest here just to be safe. In fact, I should just keep resting here. There's no reason for me to do otherwise. I'm going to overheal, but it's fine. Should be fine. Yeah, 13 overall roll into a 1 roll. That's the kind of RNG you're likely going to see here, as we do take the easy way out here. And into the thing we go. So we lost Bath, but we did keep our bottle of water. So effectively we have 9 stamina, but we don't need 10 stamina, sorry. Effectively 10 stamina. So yeah, we should be perfectly fine here. We have a light source, we have the reason, we have the doom. We have Toshi, or not Toshi, yeah, well, I'm going crazy. Takushi-san at the end of this lighthouse. But we have handcuffs and a whole bunch of things to deal with him. So, all things considered, though, I would like to be at 3 stamina before the end here, because that would allow me to desperate struggle Takushi-san. So yeah, profit. As for who our next character is going to be, we're going to see, but while we're here, yeah, Takushi-san is not going to experience any fun times. Now, unfortunately, since I can't do the handcuffs, he's going to get a bullet instead, but he'll be fine. We'll leave him there until after the character deals with the old god. And that's an Ath run down. 13 minutes and 33 seconds. Could do that a lot faster, but would I have done it a lot more efficiently? Yeah, that's yet to be determined. So, as I show you the scoreboard here really quickly, hey, that's an Ath run, but it's only an Ath run. All things considered, I mean, so for those who don't know, because you might be newer, we consider, or I at least consider Ath the easiest god, because you're not normally using spells anyway, as we get into an Athotu Eldritch Parasite character exclusive jury run. So, yeah, using spells, yeah, might be a bit more dangerous. Actually, the most dangerous thing, in my opinion, that comes out of Ath is the Glitch Magician fights that can appear, but even that's not too bad as long as you have normal speed actions or faster. Second, Takushi-san, knowledge, strength, and maybe dexterity, and to some people this might be a very boring run at this point, but I'll explain that in a moment as well. But yeah, Ath is by far the most objectively easier god compared to pretty much the rest, even Athotu at times has bad things, although Athotu might be, to some people, the next easiest god. It depends, though. I think at that point there's a bit of a debate to be had. So anywho, let's see what's on our plate here. Mermaid, sailors, painting, scissors, and vigil. So we're gonna take... Ooh. Really? 3 out of town missions? I guess I have to take mermaids first. We can get a free thing out of this, but... yeah, it's not like we particularly need to level up because we're on an Eldritch Parasite run. So instead, what we're gonna do is do a lot of this. And we're looking for either Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear. Even if we're jury, I don't care. We're looking for Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear. So, yeah, it's not going to be the most exciting gameplay, but that's mostly Eldritch Parasite. And part of it is jury, but at this point, we do want to try and level up if at all possible. It will help her stats, because I think we're on character-specific stats. Now that being said, Athotu is going to help me mostly, because the fact that we can basically cast Mind Drain means that we shouldn't be getting hit. That being said, if we run into things like this, we're still going to do what we do, but 6 damage. So yeah, we cast this twice. We pretty much lose 2 reason, but that's better than losing 3 reason if you get... So basically, yeah, so that's better than losing 3 reason if you get what I mean. But anywho, let's pretty much level up in a moment, and we'll move on. For kicks, though, yeah, getting 5 damage on your kicks in Athotu with Mind Drain is pretty good. Unfortunately, we just happened to run into the Toilet Ghost, but we'll deal with it for now. In fact, I'm even going to do this because of how confident I feel, but we'll see if it's a good decision overall. -2 look, oh no, yeah, that was actually a pretty fast Mind Drain, all things considered. And in fact, Mind Drain might actually, if you had to pick one, I think you would, well, I would want Mind Drain because I can't guarantee that I'll get my stats to 8, which means I could possibly lose 9 stamina in the Lighthouse, as opposed to 5, maybe, in the Lighthouse due to one of them not needing a stat check, one of them just being a light check, and light sources can be easy to get in this game. In fact, I'm going to grab the free weapon here, even if it costs me extra reason. I would rather this than lose the stamina. Now that being said, I have mentioned before that I feel like I lose more reason, but on an Eldritch Parasite run, I think that tips the scales enough for me to kind of not care. And with that said, did I say 10 damage? Why did I say 10 damage? Anywho. Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm going to have to do something. So I will trade a bit of stamina here, but I still want a Mind Drain here, and then we'll take our guaranteed out. So without further ado, we'll grab our weapon now. So now our damage threshold is a lot higher. We do 9 damage instead of 6. And we get fetid fumes, but oh no, we can't rest. Anywho. Actually, you know what? Quick thinking here is the better one. It doesn't increase doom. Jury needs to not increase doom. That might seem like a bit much, but that's the price she pays. The price you pay is already trying to deal with this. Doom increasing while stat increases by 2 is not... I mean, part of that is me. Stats pretty much don't matter to me. Unless it's an encounter, but in that case, I only really care about strength, so... Either way, I mean, yeah, obviously I care about the other stats. Like, if I'm using the Army Knife, that's why I'm kind of using the Army Knife. No, that's not true, because Toshiaki is Toshiaki. Clap, bow, bow, clap. Again, it's not a bad idea, or I've mentioned it before, but it's not a bad idea if you want to fight the guest and take the Doom hit instead. But this is not worth it. It's not a good encounter, number-wise, in my opinion. But yeah, Jury's checks are not great. Also, yes, I never went to the police station, but I shouldn't need it. That's how confident I am in how Mind Drain and Ghostly Sphere works on Eldritch Parasite. But we'll see, right? We'll see if it turns out to be good here. Now, that's not true. You really should have visit the police station if you have the chance, but I can't stress enough that if I had to trade one for the other, I would rather have Mind Drain and not visit the police station than visit the police station and not have Mind Drain. That's not an excuse, it's just something I'm thinking about at the moment. As we move on. Now, an extra point of dexterity would help out, but that's what I mean by... You know, I didn't... Jury's perks, yeah, 2 stat plus for 2 doom is still in your favor, it's just that there are some moments in which that doom increase does make a difference, especially if you're taking 2 perks that overall increase doom by 4. And yeah, Jury has the elusive spell, but if you turn that around and think of it another way, as I don't know why I'm holding onto this bottle of water, you could essentially... So while elusive... And we didn't even get it there, so... Great, but not great. We'll take folklore studies. So, elusive decreases doom by 5, and 2 of Jury's perks increase doom by 4. So, overall, yes, you are still going positive in your case, in the player's case, with doom. But you could get those 2 perk or stat increasing perks for no doom, and then get elusive, and then decrease doom by 5. So, you know. Anyway, reflection triangle. We don't need to get the curse scissors here, so... Because we're on Eldritch Parasite. Now that being said, I would like to not deal with this, but... not much I can do about it when we're taking 3 all damage, so you know what? I don't want to throw something. I am. I might as well, though. Because, yeah. Oh, never mind. I got 10 damage. I'm going crazy. We're on it, though, too. I only did that to myself. Keeping in mind, we're about to enter our 4th mystery with about 46% doom, so... And we're gonna hit level 5 as Jury. That's... that thing. Elusive, most importantly, should reduce horror progression. Yeah, that's to each person's opinion. I think at that point it's a debate. I wouldn't say it's a bad decision either, but... I mean, Jury already manages horror quite well. It's just that I'm personally causing issues with Jury, so that's a me thing, but... At the same time, yes, that wouldn't be a bad decision. It might be a bit much, though, if I'm to be objective. Because Jury already lowers horror progress already. I just went into a... I just failed thing. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's also fine. What this means is we're losing about 3 reason, but still, we should be perfectly fine. So yeah, I mean, I'll take it. The other 2 perks aren't great anyway. And leadership is near enough useless without Mizuki, so... before I answer this door... It reduces Zoom X, absolutely no sense that it doesn't reduce horror prog. Yeah, as a Jury perk, certainly I understand where you're coming from. But anywho, it would make Jury better. That is obviously a... I think that's a near objective fact, but as I take all this damage to the face... If you manage to play Jury especially well with an average amount of RNG, you will find that horrorless runs are very, very, very easy to do. Like if I got Mind Drain in one, this might have even been a horrorless run, which means Jury doesn't become the best character in the game, but she certainly becomes one of the better ones, probably like top 5. But anywho, I never got Elusive, by the way. That makes me so sad. But anywho, again, I'm not saying I wouldn't welcome it, but boy, it'd be a lot. Sailor's into painting, by the way, so painting we go. We only ran to Room Ghost, and yeah, because of that, by that, I mean, if you're just saying that Doom decreases should result in a horror thing as well, which is odd, because that means that there are certain things in game that are not programmed in that way as well. But what I'm trying to say is that I was trying to actually lose reason here, but actually I should have taken the other one if I wanted to lose reason. So what I mean by that is there are some, like, Azal has a rule where if you're negative on experience, your Doom actually decreases, but your horror will never decrease when Doom decreases, if that makes any sense. So if you're looking for consistency, then I agree, but as for Jury's perks, I mean, yeah, actually Jury's perk, that would be more balanced, because if horror progress decreased with Doom decreases, that would be stronger than what you proposed for Jury's perk. By the way, -4 all. I could just run away here, but we should have enough to survive this. Though I am losing 3 reason for this, so... In fact, I didn't even need to do that, but hey. That's right, I'm level 6 right now, so my accuracy is through the roof. Still though, I shouldn't be too complacent. I've already lost about 6 reason unnecessarily here. So for example, like right here, my horror progress would have decreased by 3. Even in game story-wise, like you become elusive from the horror chasing you. Yeah, I understand that. And again, now that I think about it again, it does make more sense. At least gameplay-wise. But yeah, certainly when you're trying to be elusive from the horror, I mean, can you really, when you consider Jury's lore? Technically, yes, you could, but... Ow, my body. I mean, there's not much more to say. It's overall, yeah, would it be a good idea? Probably. There's just a little nagging in the back of my mind where it's like, would that make Jury too strong gameplay-wise? No, but it'd definitely make her a lot better. Any horror decreasing progress, like, I'm at 84%, and I'm at my last mystery. This is not, I wouldn't be nowhere near this if I were a thing. Also, I'm going to take dexterity here, actually. But anywho. Yeah, not much more to say because at this point I'm going into not pure speculation, but opinions without as much observations or experience to back it up. At least as I'm thinking right now. But we should be able to survive reason-wise. I'm even just going to keep investigating at this max threat level mansion here. In fact, we could even fight the boss here. But we have lights. I mean, we need the torch. What am I talking about? Anywho, so 17 HP is our next threshold. Unless I do this. But that costs actual reason. So, instead of that, we'll cast the quote-unquote free option. And move on. Like, I can't... like, this is not normal. They're certainly not normal. Now, you could just say that I'm playing Jury well, but still. In fact, I should have traded a lot more stamina here, but anywho. Let's say Pasta changes that. Nothing can stop them from nerfing or like Dashi or increasing the next experience to level up. Yeah, but that the horror did catch up, but I'm at level 8, so I don't really care. But that would actually depends how much you're increasing it by. If 66 experience might be the breaking point, but I mean I'm here. I might as well throw these two away. Again, at this point though, I don't want to say anything without really, because if I say something, I'm basically pushing an agenda forward, basically. And I don't believe in that if I don't believe in the words I'm saying. But at the same time, I've said a lot of untrue stuff But I would like to state right now that I'm very fluid in changing my mind at different points, so while I do stand by some things I've said, there are some things I know I've said that might not be true. And in this case, I don't really want to, push too much of something that what jury should need. And I think, again, right now she's at a balanced state. But anywho, I did forget all my seconds, but we have 61% Doom. I really don't need to care. But yeah, no, what you said isn't untrue either. Where Pamstaz, yeah, nothing can stop him from nerfing her. That's true. Anywho, I mean, yeah, I could just trade blows with Takushi-san right here. Throw this flashlight, throw these cursed scissors. I mean, I can do anything I want with him. Aside from just taking damage over and over, but... yeah, this is again, not normal. So, I'm just gonna guess Rumaghost. I wasn't Rumaghost, unless I misclicked somewhere. Anywho. Like I said, it doesn't matter. We have all the Doom in the world. Anyway, that's a Itochu run down. Although arguably the second easiest god, but I mean, well, we gotta put those gods on the scoreboard eventually, right? So, without further ado, yeah, that was again, a lot of that was mind drain. Getting mind drain early is the balancing factor there, but for some people, it's a matter of going through the run and actually playing through it. But we'll see as we get to Task, Exquisite Taste, Character Exclusive, Random Item, Jury again. So, this is a more interesting run in terms of how you treat it, but it depends on the mysteries as well. Especially if we deal with custom mysteries, but that is not a factor here. Second encounter first. Takushi-san, Light, Charisma, Dexterity. Huh. My lips? I'm gonna set Monument here, actually. I'm gonna gamble against myself. And hope we get a weapon. If we don't get a weapon, we're dead, most likely. But we'll fight till the end. These are the kinds of runs that, whenever someone says, "Oh, World of Horror is too easy," I'm just like, I want to see you do a run like this, and see whether you get lucky or if you actually have a strat. But anywho, Metamorphosis, Festival, Coma, Ward, Sailors. Well, we did have Ward, unfortunately, and we don't have a free weapon immediately, unless I take Sailors first. But that's hoping for a lot. But at this point, we're hoping for anything anyway. So, I'm gonna visit the History Club once. Actually, with Ancestral Strength, we might be fine. But now, we're going to play with kicks. So, interesting, yeah. Whenever I use the word interesting, at least in this context specifically, what I mean by that is you have a lot of different ways. Well, I could have just waited for this, but... so you have a lot of ways to approach issues. And depending on how things play out, especially with RNG, that can change the way that the run goes. Now, this isn't great, but we'll deal with it. I think still I still want to visit this now. Well, now that I have Frostbite, I definitely want to visit this. But more importantly, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to toss the empty bottle. Hopefully that screen counts. It did. That way we also get a weapon. But Ancestral Strength will help us out. So the game is even All-Stars Online. You couldn't predict the Stone. Yeah, I couldn't predict Stone State. Although I could have predicted that I'm visiting the downtown somewhat. But again, I'm rolling one or two events out of a plethora of them. So what do we get here? I can instead opt to brace, and we still get a guaranteed kick. I think I would rather do this. The question is, what am I willing to gamble on? And yeah, even the strats are the bigger picture. What you do, micromanaging, what you do in encounters is the minor one. Again, for those who don't know, I might as well go over it again. What I could try to do is do something like this. After I do this one more time, Or immediately I can instead go for dodges here and just throw out a wild attack at 60%, but know that you're rolling on 50% and 60%. I could, just start trading blows here and hoping that I hit a lot of them. There's more than a few. There's around a few things you can do, not more than a few. But anywho, I guess I am gonna gamble on this. Is this the best decision? No. And even here, some micromanagement, because while I could go 90-60, instead I'm gonna go 80-70 here for the purposes of trying to hit both, because if you're banking on hitting both, you might as well increase the odds for both anyway. Now that being said, I didn't hit a 70%, so I should have just braced, basically. I should have just kept bracing. I didn't visit the police station yet. I should be fine though. Theoretically speaking. So, off to the seaside I go. And yeah, that was like 3 doom I took unnecessarily, but here we are in another 60% accuracy encounter. So, this time I'm going to take the more consistent, less RNG route. And even if you just say, well, Jordan, does that mean you reduce RNG? So, in the end, you're trying to avoid RNG. To that, I say, there's enough RNG. In this, the context here is that you're dealing with RNG in the game anyway, so while you are, and most skilled players, in my opinion, are trying to lower the amount of RNG that exists in general. And I see where people might think, well, isn't that an antithesis? Antithesis? Yeah, antithesis to, having fun with RNG, because how are you having fun with RNG if there are no risks involved? But that's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. That's part of the puzzle. Like, you're not trying to complete a puzzle that's been completed for you. It's that you're trying to figure out the best way to deal with an issue, even if that sometimes or mostly involves getting rid of RNG, if that makes any sense. So you're presented with a puzzle that has RNG in it, and the interesting or fun part is trying to basically figure out the solution and find the solution that has sometimes no RNG, but in this case we'll be lenient and say no RNG. Give the opposite side of the argument the benefit of the doubt to say. And that's where the fun comes from, if that makes any sense. Anywho, we do have ward and coma, so a lot of hospital, forest, and yeah, seaside here as well, actually. I have made some mistakes. Well, I guess I'll take metamorphosis now. Yeah, I have made mistakes. So, I should have set seaside earlier. That was my fault. But more importantly, the handcuffs would immensely help out. But anywho, I did not explain that in the best way, but hey. Well, actually, funny enough, take the Doom hit here. When I say these things, I assume I'm failing the event. But if anything else, that helps me kind of visualize how much I'm working with. Because if you... Well, yes, there are times when you want to plan for the best. In my opinion, you usually want to plan for the worst. And I think at this point, I think I survive it. No, I die at 84% still. But we'll see what happens. I should be actually increasing anything else. Now, I don't want to do this, but the game is not, well, actually I can instead do this. So I'm going to increase charisma and knowledge. If I made a math error, we'll see. But until then, we'll see. There had a sneeze, but yeah, we'll just keep taking Doom. Again, we might hit level 5, 6, up. Well, ideally you want to hit at least level 5 as Jury. But there will be some runs in which you can't do that. Really? I don't get that. It is perception, right? Yeah, perception. Maybe I should have increased perception. Well, too late now. Instead, we'll go for a 97% chance to deal 10 damage, which we thankfully deal. So, hiya! As for this boss encounter, though, we're gonna find out. So we have 6 stamina and 6 reason. But all we can do is guarantee a kick. Literally. So I guess we'll do that while we sit here. Because otherwise, yeah, I don't think we can trade blows with the meat horror here. And especially not with the apparent bug where we take double damage. So we'll find out. I think I should be okay though. We might not be okay. We need to... Oh, can we even do that? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Because our torch will deal at least 12 damage. Now, we survived by the skin of our teeth, but no, never mind, it's not guaranteed. Alright, I lied. It is guaranteed. My goodness, the game wants to scare me with how slow that these torch attacks are. But anywho, as we level up again here, we lose the bath. That's... Well, that means we need a rest. So... Without further ado, I guess we're going to guarantee the Zektast 0 stat. Unless I get an injury, but that's a whole different concern. And we're going to take Ward now. And we're going to rest a bunch. So, I'm going to rest that many times, and hopefully we'll survive. We're at a 0 threat level, so it being low shouldn't really hurt me. It does, theoretically, but, you know, when you roll as high as 9, that extra +1 modifier doesn't mean anything. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, that... the going from no threat level to low threat level is a +1 modifier to rolls against you. But anywho, we do have the handcuffs. The question is, yeah, we're probably not going to be able to fight our friend here. That's fine, because we have all the Doom. I mean, if I want to fight my friend, I could just rest Doom here, but... While we're relatively healthy, I mean... I wish I could do this. Well, we're just going to do this instead. We got bonus damage, never mind. Maybe, no. Because kick is not affected by that. Actually, should have rested here. Let's see if I end up dying for this. No, we are taking penalty damage now, because the game decided so, but we're still okay for the moment. In fact, we're perfectly fine. Unless I did that. I should have leveled up. I didn't level up first. I knew better than that. Yeah, and I guess now I'm starting to go crazy. I should have. I was like, oh, I'm gonna trade Doom. Proceeds to horror out. But anywho, at this point, we just spent all the Doom we want. I would grab a pack of cigarettes, but in fear of things happening, I would rather hold on to my Doom to rest. So we're gonna take Festival now. For on Timeline B, we'll think about the Spiral Hood. If not, so be it. We are on Zektast, so failing every single stat check is within my calculations. Jordan, please. Listen, you know, when you forget certain things as much as I do, when you forget things as much as I do, or you don't think as hard on things sometimes you're just like, oh, it's fine, and then it's not fine, and then you're just like, Jordan, please. In fact, there I probably should have braced instead, but this is reason, right? Never mind, it's Doom. But we have Doom to spare, so that's fine. Well, there was forgetting to play. But that being said, like, I shouldn't really have forgotten that I'm about to horror out. That's what I forgot. But obviously, if I stopped to think for a moment, it would have been fine. Hey, I've completely forgot that Zektast events do exist. That I definitely forgot. But yeah, while we go into this, we should be perfectly fine. Playing too fast is another big problem of mine as well, but that's partially me also challenging myself to go fast, because sometimes I don't like to think too long. But though, if I'm wasting my own time because of it, yeah, that's not a great thing. So, while the Spiral Hood is nice, that's a bit too much Doom for my liking. And now we're at 70% Doom on my last mystery, which is not great. But we'll see here. We'll see. So Coma is our last mystery, and we're gonna lose reason at the end of this. So I definitely want to rest a few times, but do I want to rest more is the issue. Now, that was quite unfortunate, but at least when I fail that event, I know that nothing bad's gonna happen. That being said, yeah, thank you, game, for giving me that. But in the meanwhile, we are going to lose 3 reason at the lighthouse. We do have a light source, so we have a bigger reason threshold to deal with. Also, we are getting quite lucky here, but there's only so lucky that we can get before this happens. So, what do I want to do here? Because we don't... Oh, I forgot my second encounter check, by the way. Well, now I'm really worried. Because I have every single... Well, I have a lot of stamina checks, I think. I guess we want to brace here. Yeah, we want to brace here. We're going to do this. And find out how close we can get. I think I want to do another one. And then we should be fine. We'll get a branch for our trouble here, but... Our HP is going to be low at the end of this, but I'm trying to consider the fact that I'm going to fail the second encounter check. So we have to trade off the reason here. We could still die, by the way. Because I did rest. Oh my goodness. Why? Now I don't need these stats, by the way, so... this is actually quite troublesome. That level up would have helped. Second encounter. Do we have? I feel like we have the 6th. We do have the 6th floor. Not that it matters. It kind of matters. But let me think here. Light, charisma, dexterity. Actually, we survive on stamina. But we can only rest once. Or we need to rest once, and that should be good enough. But let me just make sure. 6, 5, 11 Doom, 94%. Takshi-san's gonna deal maybe 4% Doom. So yeah, I definitely can only rest once. I should survive here, assuming I get the second encounter wrong. So let's find out. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna bleh. Do I want to know my second? Well, it's too late now. We'll light our way. All things considered, though, theoretically speaking, we should survive this run. But anywho. Ooh, do we? Well, I know I get a desperate struggle. I can be thankful for that. It was the sponge thing? Well, yeah, too late for that. Is this real? No, that's 13. 13. Ooh, I need another. Oh, I should have enough. So, I just need to handcuff correctly here. I think. And yeah, we should be home free unless I somehow get my second mystery wrong, which would be strange, wouldn't it? Dying by about 2% Doom? I took Metamorphosis a second. Alright, and away we go. Hey, that's a Zectast run down. I think for the sake of my own sanity, this likely will be my last run in a moment. But as we complete Zectast here, hey, we hit a score of 3. That's pretty good, right? That's not bad. 3 runs in a row. Actually, yeah, 3 runs in a row. But my first run was a Toshiaki tragedy. For myself, anyway. I did that to Toshiaki, but, you know, we'll find out. I really should do that second encounter challenge, shouldn't I? Anywho, Ito2, again, hunted by the cult, character-exclusive Toshiaki. So here's my Toshiaki run back. And we'll see what happens for the rest of the stream. I mean, I might do a second run, but we'll see. Second knowledge, second strength. Takshi-san definitely last. And maybe dexterity, but possibly 9 stamina damage, and considering we're Toshiaki, even if we cast the perk that gives us 1 in every stat, I mean, we're essentially taking Doom. So, we'll see what happens. We didn't get a single thing in the cupboard, but that's fine. And now we put on some goofy Toshiaki clothes and move on. I don't know if it's goofy. Bulletin, painting, sailors, festival, nails. So get rid of bulletin and nails. Is there anything else? Probably painting? Yeah, probably painting. But we'll take bulletin first. No bosses, but a lot of stuff to do. This is the history club first as well. You know what? Yeah, thought flash. I thought it was like, oh, it disappeared, but no, it's great. It's fine. So, yeah, we should be perfectly good for this run. We should be perfectly good for this run. But until then, did I do a legal den, by the way? I did. We're even going to reroll here until we get something. But I would like the army knife. That's actually probably worth the doom here. And we're Toshiaki in. Max threat level downtown and forest. High threat level school. But forest first, because forest. So off we go. But yeah, aside from a tragedy, we should be pretty fine here. We should be fine here. It's the early game that's going to do us in, if anything else. I would have liked to do that, but we only have 2, 3 in most stats, so... That being said, I'm still going to do this. Just to kind of offset the doom that I did spend. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, our stats are as low as they are, and I just see myself doing 10 rolls, so I'm rolling 10s here and there, left and right, so... What do you really... And it's a valid piece of... information against Toshiaki, but the fact that someone mentioned that, yeah, Toshiaki having low stats is one of the worst points of Toshiaki. Sure. But let's see what my next roll is, just to prove the point. I'm not going to roll on this. I wouldn't dare get an injury. I don't believe in my luck that much. But anywho, we'll move on first. Yeah, nothing much I can do here. I can guarantee both attacks, but I take 3 stamina damage. That is very painful. I might even just handcuff this enemy now. I might have Akamanto, but... Anywho. That was only worth 8 experience, by the way, but anywho. Like, yeah, I mean... Toshiaki's stats are low. Oh, you failed more events. I know that actually was mean. I shouldn't do that. But was I wrong? Am I wrong there? Am I wrong? And if you didn't see what had just happened, I rolled a 10. But I'm fighting this bulletin now. I was so out of it that I didn't even do a thing. This could be very bad actually. I might die for this. Oh yeah, I might actually die for this. So, what do I do here? I've done this to myself, by the way. I can't even trade any reason for stamina. So, am I gonna be fine here? I'd have to gamble. So I take 3 all in the face. This is gonna be more damage than me guaranteeing a brace. But I can get out if I roll well here. 36%, never mind. I can't roll well anywhere. 15 damage plus the thing. So if I throw this army knife, I'm fine. If I don't, I could die. But I would rather that than gamble on 36%. Unless... No, I can't trade... Yeah, I can't trade any reason for stamina. Because... I did a thing. So, I guess we are throwing the army knife, unfortunately. And again, I've only done this to myself, but... Oh, never mind. Oh, I was about to say, I thought I still died. That only does 2 damage when thrown. Anywho. And then we lose Bath. Alright. Going downhill already. In the meanwhile, we can still rest. It's just... pain. So, I guess we're gonna tree for funds, and if I get 2 stacks of hunger, we die. Okay, well, could be worse. Let's get our army knife back, and away we go. That being said, we do need rest here. So, we're not on Zektast, right? No, we're on a Thotu. And away we go. We're gonna hold on to our Doom for the moment, might as well. We do have Festival, so we want to stick with the Forest for the moment, but we'll see. When a fan encounters another fan, yeah. Threat level increases to max. Oh no! How can we have a higher threat level than max? Yeah. We are in nails. The handcuffs would have helped here, but... Or Toshiaki. All things considered, yeah, I shouldn't have done what I did there, but it's fine. Actually, with that said, I think the bulletin may have been my second. No, it was not. Because I was complaining about something. No, was I? Was it? Yeah, no. Bulletin was my second encounter. I think. I feel pretty sure about that. Anywho. Away we go. And if not, we're Toshiaki anyway. So if I actually reach a point where I'm worrying about Doom, that would be quite strange. But in the meanwhile, yeah, we'll roll on a 60%, and if this somehow goes wrong, then I'm just gonna brace, and we're just gonna do a guaranteed prep strong. Please hit this 90% kick. Okay, good. And away we go. So I'm going to level up here in the interest of getting something. And yep, you know what? Cure is going to be the best thing we can get. But we can also stave off any frostbite shenanigans, and then we're okay. That being said, if we get another stack of hunger, we are dead. But while we're here, we are also taking stamina damage. I probably should not have done what I did. Yep, we are... I don't know why I do this to myself. I know why I do this to myself. It's because I do go too fast. But let's see if we hit this. Oh, well, now we do have to use Cure. So, let's go gambling. Okay, good. Now, we're not out of the woods, but... we're gonna do it again. For all intents and purposes, I should just eat this in the face, but... maybe we hit all three of these. Maybe Gambler's Fallacy. One, nope. You know, it would be great to hit things at times, but... funny enough, Cure does give me Restless bonus, but we are essentially gonna plan to use all of our experience, as we get roads closed, on Thought Flash. Aw, dang it. We also did lose the bath, by the way, so, yeah, into Festival we go. We could take Painting now, but... in the interest of getting some stamina back for a relatively low Doom cost, yeah. Yeah. Ally, for Doom. Nope. Bye. And away we go. Our Doom threshold is actually a lot lower than you think it is. Like, we have about 40% Doom actually right now, minus more from however much I want to Thought Flash, which is probably going to be a lot. But we have Cure and Thought. We're nigh untouchable. The only thing that really can kill us is zero statting. In this case, Charisma. But otherwise, I can just trade blows with enemies if I want. Period. So yeah. I'm willing to take more risks, but with the rewards that at least make sense, or are higher than expected. So yeah. Now that being said, if we run to Fearful, we die here, so I have to cast Cure. But in the meanwhile, like, I'm still perfectly comfortable right now. Like, I'm even gonna trade more Doom for that. And if we get the Spiral Hood, I might even do that. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. In another way, you could think of it as trading experience for healing. That's essentially what's happening right now, because I cast Thought Flash to lower Doom, but then I spend Doom to heal Reason and or Stamina. So, unfortunately, Toshiaki gets nothing here, so I guess we are running. But we do this, and in fact, I'm not planning to level up, so, you know, I might as well just... and hey, suddenly we're at 57% Doom. Probably lower, but we'll see what happens. So into Painting I go, and yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope that things go well for me here, because things could still turn out tragically. Again, another stack of hunger, a frostbite and a broken bone, like it could go really bad. Also, RNG is already bad enough as it is, rolling a 12 on luck there, but, you know, things happen. Do I want to trade blows here? I could just run away. There's no reason for me to not just be running away, actually, now that I think about it. But anywho, we'll grab this flashlight. and keep following Amy around. Now, unfortunately, as fun as it might be to fight this boss here, in the interest of making sure we survive, also with those two things, but yeah, in the interest of survival, oh my goodness, can I roll this? I don't know why I do this to myself. Anywho, for the purposes of surviving, we unfortunately have to leave Amy behind, because now our doom is rising a bit too high, even with that doom decrease. Because I promise you, we'll probably have to cast Cure at least twice during the boss fight, which should not be great for me. And in fact, I need to cast it again here, because if I run into an enemy for whatever reason, we die. So yeah. Frostbite Land, it's high time, but a katana would be nice as well. And away we go. So if I had fought the boss, I would not have gotten this katana, but whether that's good or not, hey. Did I also ever pick up a book item, by the way? I feel like I did, and I used it. And I'm Toshiaki. I often forget about that as Toshiaki. But you know what? Fine by me. Not really, but fine by me. I completely forgot how much... I just don't... Okay, yeah. Ow! Epilepsy warning. But anywho. Let's see what my luck looks like. It's still not looking good, although that was a fair luck check. Am I winning right now? So far, we're on our possibly last run, but we'll see. Yeah, I probably don't want to rush this last run, but we'll see. I'll announce it at the end of this run. And away we go. So, I think I will throw away the army knife and the flashlight, because we're pretty much just going to be trading things for... We're going to be trading the flashlight for possibly a torch, but we'll see. And away we go. I forgot if... I think Cure is still worse than Lighthouse Rest, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let's definitely do this, by the way. We are in Timeline A, but that just means more experience for me. And by me, I mean for Thought Flash. But yeah, 72% Doom. Yeah, like we should not die. If we somehow die, that would be strange. But just making sure that the efficiency is here. So Cure is 7 Doom, 3 Stamina, 3 Reason. 7 Doom, 3 All. Or I could rest for 2 Doom, 1 All, which is 6 Doom, 1 All. So we also have a second encounter check. I want to say it was together, but and then hiya, and then we should be good. So together it was, and away we go. So without further ado, I took Bulletin first and then Nails, and yeah, Toshiaki things, unless we somehow get -1 to our charisma, but we're not on Zictas, so hey. That being said, do want to, like, I won't die to Takshisan here, but if anything weird does happen, that would be really strange, wouldn't it? So without further ado, let's do this. And hey, that's an Athotu run down. I'll show the scoreboard just to do it, but we're still at a score of 3. And you know what? I will do one more run because, yeah, there are things to do, so I could Zatsudan for this stream, but yeah, we'll do one more run. Is this going to be good for me or not? We're going to find out. So, RNG of real life, should I have done a run now? Let's find out. As we get into Azal, 7th character exclusive random item, Yashiro. We'll find out, though. It's not over, but boy, we do have 7th curse, so maybe Strength, Knowledge, Dexterity, Light, Second Mystery, and maybe Takshisan. I'm gonna go for a Knowledge Weapon here. I really shouldn't. I know it seems like I'm just trying to blame Knowledge Weapons, but I'm really not. But it also allows me to at least select a Legal Den, so absolutely nothing in there. Do I even want to fight the Rumu Ghost properly? I guess we're gonna find out. And we'll see what we have on our plate. Festival, Footage, Recluse, Sailors, and Vigil. So I want to rip this Crucifix off of Yashiro before I fight him. Maybe I don't. I guess we're gonna find out. We are on Azal, so it's hard to say. Sailor's last, Vigil, Footage, Recluse. Yeah, Vigil, Footage, Recluse is the plan. So we're gonna find out. I know I had money to buy a knowledge weapon, but I think I want to immediately grab a weapon from Vigil and then take Recluse possibly, and then Footage. Unfortunately, I ran into an encounter first, but stamina is not my greatest concern at the moment. So I can lose 6 stamina here. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Okay. We lose 6 stamina. That's perfectly fine. We'll be healthy enough for Recluse still. But I feel like that's not... Well, let me just do this. Clap, 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 bow. I feel like that's not a mansion encounter, though. But I guess we'll find out soon, right? Also, we are in random item stats. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. So I guess we are taking Footage next, and we're gonna buy a knowledge weapon. This meat cleaver is not gonna fly. The good news is, since there are at least 2 weapons at the occult shop, I can try to get a better weapon, but again, we'll find out. Also, I see that OBS is breaking up. Let me know if it's breaking up for you too at home. Again, internet issues, but do I want to fight this? I'm taking Footage anyway because I need a better weapon, but it isn't for you? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. But no, I just want to run here. We have Recluse, so our Doom isn't going to be that bad for the moment. Still, though, do I want a ring? No. Yeah, let's find out what we do here. Because we can't... I don't think we can, right? Not unless we use it. No. I don't know why we can't store items that we're wearing, but you know what? I'll take that as a gameplay balance, and we'll move on. So without further ado, because we're Yashiro, we don't get to level up yet. And then we lost Bath. So oh, this run might end up bad for me. Each item in inventory, but I shouldn't really have anything. We'll find out though. I mean, we didn't get a single weapon, but I don't want to spend any more Doom. So 4 damage. Okay, so we have a 4 damage small candle. That'll have to do. That will do actually. That'll do better than Doom. But I also have Recluse. I forgot what the other one. Oh, Festival and a thing. I completely forgot what my last mystery was. I want to say it was Sailors for some reason. But Hospital max threat level, School max threat level. I guess we'll set things to the school. Maybe something was at high threat level, but I've made my decision. We'll History Club once, just to see. Okay, Book of Gore. Alright, good. Although, if we get a broken jaw or cut artery immediately, it could be bad. In the interest... Well, I normally would have traded Reason for Experience there. We're about to take Recluse, and we have to fight this. Actually, that might not be so bad. What I have to remember for certain, though, is that I need to store all of these items. Pillar Vampire, first encounter World Horror, drinking game run. Also, Varina Spiders. Oh. By the way, Ruma Ghost here. The good news is I can do things like this, and I can actually fight this normally. So, 8 damage, but far better than the alternative. And if I can brace properly, that would be great. Now, unfortunately, the answer is kind of no. 65%. Come on. Come on, 65%. Okay, good. Now, yeah, this is definitely a... I only get 8 experience for this hot garbage, but you know what? All things considered, maybe it's fine. Oh, it's definitely fine now. In fact, I can even trade this off if need be. I think I still want... I should have used Rumu Ghost as a kind of placeholder. Also, was that my second encounter? Why don't I remember this? No, it was the Pillar Vampire. Pillar Vampire. Because I was complaining about how I ran into 2 encounters as with the Meat Cleaver. Historical day, I didn't run from the easy... Hey, you know why I didn't run? It's because I could fight it normally. Funny enough. But anywho. Even though it's pretty bad encounter nonetheless. But still. Can I survive this, by the way? We have Book of Gore, but... I guess we're gonna find out. I might have to option select Book of Gore. No, right? I shouldn't need to. I shouldn't need to. This is real 12 damage. This is real 12 damage. I'm still gonna put in a kick just to be safe, but this should be real... This should be real damage, yeah. Anywho. I don't have any weird curses. I do have the Misery Parasite. So... As we used Book of Gore once here. That doesn't affect my Sever, so you know what? Pain. So I guess we are going to equip the flashlight. And then store everything else. Before the end of the mystery. Theoretically speaking. Pillar Vampire be like, yeah. Stone statue it, but I actually know what you mean there. So, anyway. Let me make sure that I'm going to be okay. That's an interesting spell to get, but we need everything else at the moment. And I had... What was that for? Oh, spells. Spells and a... Did that count the forest tapes? Anywho. Book of Gore is worth the 2 Doom I'm taking because I would have died otherwise. And we don't have Bath, so... All on his own... I was going to say something else, but that would not have been great. We're actually going to heal stamina here before we take Recluse. Spell item 10 experience. Well... we'll see how much we have at the end. I would like more stamina. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what's going to happen. That's going to be what happens. One day a protagonist will learn to put those 4 saves inside the VHS, yeah. I mean, we keep getting alluded to the fact that we might use it soon. And that's all I can really say. I really hope the torn muscle does not affect my thing. Nice 11 roll on luck there, game. Keeping RNG strong. Keeping it alive. Actually, I can't take the fun hit here. But I really want to cast Expel Evil. That would help. And we can. So, I shouldn't die from this. And now we find out what we do against this ghost. So... Yeah, six reason here again. It's not the worst thing in the world. We get a tireless bonus, but we're mostly banking on the fact that we have Book of Gore. And that's all I really need to say. We're also going to lose about 6 Doom again. We need to store the stuff toy, by the way. But 8 Doom, sorry. I wonder if the game thinks I have something else in my inventory. If so, we'll just deal with the Doom increases. But yeah, experience increases is also... Oh, that's right. The fact that we're Yashiro means that we might not even level up. Here's hoping though, right? Oh, we might not level up here. So, funny enough, our Doom is actually at a very normal threshold if we continue getting smacked in the face by Azal here, which is very likely to happen at this point. So, we're gonna try to not use Doom, but at the same time... It's gonna pay for itself. Yeah, Yashiro being Yashiro is not helping out here. Oh boy, so, this is gonna be a very painful festival. I can run away for less Doom. I guess we're gonna use what the small candle was built for. That torn muscle is really hurting me right now. Now that said, I could have defeated the Bark Woman and taken less Doom damage, probably. Yeah, the issue... Well, actually, no, it is, because I would have leveled up right now if I weren't Yashiro. That way I wouldn't have taken 11 experience, if you get what I mean. Well... This... Yeah, I could have taken a different mystery and thrown all my experience away. Oh, man. Do we... Oh, dang it. Yeah, me being Yashiro here is really gonna hurt me. So, we might as well take the Startle Hood for something. I'm trying to level up before the end, though. No, we don't get to do that. Well. That hurt. So, this is going to be an interesting last mystery. So, without further ado, let's remember the fact that the Pillar Vampire, I think, was our second encounter. I still want to take Book of Gore with me, funny enough, but we'll see, right? We'll see. I'm actually going to use Monument here. Why did you ask for the one thing I'm lowest on? I needed to ask for funds. Thank you. Alright, now we can go. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I should have actually gotten rid of the thingamajiggy, but I think we'll have to live with what we have. So, we also have negative fates. That's why I'm getting less experience, for better or worse. But we do need to get rid of this torn muscle. It's actually actively hurting me. But these painkillers are nice too. So if I calculate everything out, I think I should be fine. So I can forget Book of Gore at some point. Now, the unfortunate part is this. In fact, me getting experience here is actually hurting me as well. But compared to just taking damage outright, I think I'd rather do that. We'll see. We'll see, though. I can dump all of my experience before the end. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. Now I'm really thinking. We do want to equip the funny mask, by the way. Yeah, I think I actually want to do that. So we'll toss the bronze crucifix. I'm gonna... No, we hold on. Hold on to everything until the end of the mystery. I don't think we're at the end yet, right? Because if I toss this experience, you spend Doom entering the police station anyway. Yeah, so there's no point entering the police station. I mean, we might save one Doom. Well, now we save a lot. Oh, this is actually what I don't want. For the now we are losing more Doom. All right, well. So what we're gonna do here is this. We do get the torch. We need to keep this torch with us until we do the thing. But we're also gonna Book of Gore. We're still gonna Book of Gore. We want to get rid of all the Doom increasing effects we have. And we can check the Misery Parasite to be kind of certain. Spell, Ally, Curse. I feel like I'm kind of bugged at the moment, but yeah, let's see if we can do a thing here. So we should be able to do this and then store the torch, and we should be good now. Are we good, Azal? Yeah, we are. So 3% Doom from I don't know where. Oh, sorry, experience. Oh, I'm going crazy. Blood Moon, but we should be okay now. So, without further ado, we can take everything with us, except the forest tapes. And we don't have Bath, but we should be perfectly fine, even with the cut artery. So yeah, away we go. And as long as I remember everything correctly, do we even have the 6th floor? We do, actually. But we should get everything right, and if we don't, I guess I've died. Nice drenched, by the way, at the end here, but I took footage second because I needed the small candle. We fought the Pillar Vampire second because I was complaining about the meat cleaver. And aside from dexterity, and knowledge, sorry. We should be fine? Are we fine here? We might as well level up here. Oh boy. Thank you for giving me nothing. Thank you for giving me a dexterity right at the end of the run, but you know what? Fine, so be it. Do we actually die here? No, no, I should have taken stamina. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. No, wait, no, this is the last floor. I survived. Funny mask too. Funny mask proc. Hey, save me. Okay, now we just need to fight Tachi-san properly. We can also handcuff him, which we should do. But in the interest of keeping things as tight as possible, let us actually do a bunch of stuff. So, okay, and I survived. All right, good. I nearly gave myself a panic heart attack for a second, but thankfully, things paid out. Things worked out. So, without further ado, hey, what a great way to at least end one stream here as we get to a score of 4. And yeah, we have 5 gods left, but yeah, I don't... If we get duped gods, that's all we can deal with. So yeah, without further ado, I mean, we can Zatsu down, but if for anyone who needs to leave immediately, I'd like to thank you for watching. Support me however you want to, or not, if you feel, that I don't deserve it. But yeah, without further ado, yeah, since my internet is going to be weird this week, I'll do what I can this weekend. Might be Volcano Princess tomorrow. Sunday, I'll have to think. There are, a few things that came out in terms of custom content, but I'll see if I really want to decide on doing that. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty much the norm. Game development, Harbinger Horror. I know I should actually be doing a guide video. I haven't had to work on it. I haven't had time to work on it because of so much Raising Sims and Regeneration. Princess Maker 2 Regeneration is coming out this week. It might be $40 USD. So, pain. But yeah, without further, I guess I won't take not really much of a Zatsudan, just more of a closing statement. Tomorrow's going to be Volcano Princess. If you don't know what that is, or if you're here for World of Horror, feel free to just skip it. I will be putting out a World of Horror video instead. Theoretically before, but it could come after the stream. And then Sunday might be World of Horror again, but I am yet to decide. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, without further ado, you know what? I would like to thank everyone for watching. But stay safe, do what you do, and I will see you when I see you. If there's anything else, if you're subscribed to the channel, you have notifications on, yeah, you'll get, if I say anything, I will. If I just announce something, you'll see that as well, and hopefully I should make it on time next time. But yeah, I won't take up much more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye! Thank you for watching!